Welcome back. We are podcast by committee. You guys are our committee. We are back with another episode. Go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all platforms. And we are ready to talk about some Senior Bowl. Logan, Graham, how you guys doing? Graham, go first to avoid confusion.
How am I doing with the Senior Bowl?
No, just in general. Doesn't have
Oh, I was like, there's nothing I have to say about that. But I'm going to say I'm doing well this week. Looking forward to the big game next week.
Absolutely.
I have a feeling your podcast, the committee's podcast, is going to be watching this game together. So it's going to be a big night, a night to remember.
What's that supposed to mean? Logan, how are you?
What is that? What do you think? I'm gonna murder somebody? Or?
Yes.
We didn't. Why did you say that? Why would you say that?
Okay.
It's kind of a weird.
Because I have it all planned out. It took me a long time to plan.
Okay.
I'm good. To answer your question, Joe.
Thank you, Logan.
I'm better than Graham.
Better than Graham. Well, Graham will be better than us after he murders us at the party, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for asking. I'm good as well. And we have actually a surprising amount of news to go through. For the third week in a row, more head coaching hires happened during the week. So, First of all, kind of flew under the radar as a coordinator hire. Arthur Smith, former Falcons head coach, is now the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive coordinator. Obviously served with the Tennessee Titans as an offensive coordinator before, and he'll be back in that role with Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett or whoever is going to be there, the quarterback, and Najee Harris, all those guys. So
yeah,
could be interesting. Could not be interesting. Who knows?
You know who it won't be interesting for?
They'll go 9-8. So who will not?
Jalen Warren just won't be used, guaranteed.
You don't think so?
Neither will Pat Freiermuth. Just won't be used.
No. Najee Harris won't be used. Jalen Warren will be.
No, because Jalen Warren is better and younger.
Oh,
True. And Najee Harris is more his style of power.
Yeah, that's true. Like Algier.
Yeah.
I think it's a fine hire.
Yeah, I think because he was a good coordinator in Tennessee. He had a pretty good offense he put together. So, but yeah, solid hire. I honestly didn't expect it. I heard he had interest from a lot of teams, but I didn't expect Steelers. But yeah, good hire. This most surprising piece of news to me from the week: Ben Johnson is staying with the Lions as their offensive coordinator. He turned down the jobs. I didn't expect it. He said he had unfinished business. So there were some reports that he didn't interview well in Washington, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. So we can just assume for now that he wants to run it back with Washington, maybe get a Super Bowl ring next year with Dan Campbell and the crew.
With Washington?
But that was with Washington.
Detroit.
That's what you said.
You said Washington.
No, I said Washington? Okay, no, I'm in Detroit. Sorry. Running back with Detroit next year.
Yikes.
And that was honestly the most surprising piece of news this week to me. I did not expect him to stay. I really thought he would go somewhere. But
I didn't expect it, but good for them.
Wait, so how does this open it up for Mr. Belichick?
It doesn't.
Nothing.
It just doesn't.
Nothing's open?
Nothing's open.
Oh, so he would have taken a spot that's still better than Bill Belichick.
I mean, Dan Quinn's now the Washington head coach.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Dan Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah, Dan Quinn. Your defensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's too bad, man. He's a dog.
Yeah, he was good. And then speaking of jobs that Bill Belichick is not going to get, Mike McDonald was hired as the Seattle Seahawks head coach.
Okay,
I think it was a good hire. He was the Ravens defensive coordinator. So that was honestly one of people's favorite hires for the whole cycle. So I was surprised he lasted so long, but good deal there. He gets a pretty talented defense already in Seattle. So what do you guys think of that one?
They're good. I think it's a young defensive mind to go with a young defense, and I think that's a great pairing right there.
Yeah, a lot of good pieces on that defense, especially in the secondary. So
yeah. For sure.
It'll be interesting to see if they retain Jamal Adams, but really no word on that now. I expect a parting of ways, honestly, because he's getting paid a lot of money for a lot of injuries, honestly. But we'll see. And then, I'll take it back. The actual most surprising piece of news in Week 1, the Philadelphia Eagles on a Friday night will be taking on an unknown opponent in Brazil. That is
we knew
weird.
there was a game in Brazil, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know it'd be Week 1.
That is Week 1
in Brazil.
Is that
but honestly, it makes the most sense because you got time to prepare.
So will that be the second game of the season then?
What do you mean?
Will that be the second game of the season?
Oh, because there's normally Thursday night? Yeah.
Because there's normally a game on Thursday, or will that
Probably.
be the Thursday night game, you think?
Mm.
Do we know
I
yet?
can see that being the third.
I never pay attention to any schedule stuff.
I can see it being the Thursday night game.
I could too, but
because I think they want to load it up on.
It's
Sunday
a weird way to
first.
start, though. It's a weird way to start. So I think they might still do.
I think they
Personally,
probably should
I would
still
not,
do it Thursday.
I would not put that in the first week of the season, just because I want everyone to start off at home or away. I don't want to. Yeah. I mean, they obviously have like marketing research people that know how to do this, so my opinion doesn't really matter on that. But I don't know. It's just a little weird to me. But yeah, I think that's all we have for news and notes. We can go on to the Weddle for this week. Last week we did a pretty great job, like 3 guesses and then 4 guesses from easy to hard.
Great job.
So I'm pulling it up right now. I think we're on the easy mode. So I guessed first last week. Well, who do you guys want to go with first? Oh, as a reminder, sorry. This is basically like we type in a player to get closer and closer to the mystery player, and then it'll reveal like height, weight, their jersey number, what team they're on, what division they're in, until we get closer. Basically testing our knowledge of NFL players. So who do you guys want to go with first?
Sheldon Rankins. No, we can't. It's offensive first.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. Players.
Hey, let's give ourselves a challenge.
McCole Hardman.
What? McCole
Hardman.
Okay. McCole Hardman Jr. Everything is gray, so we were not even close.
Okay.
Nothing.
Dang.
So it's an NFC player. The number is lower than 12. Jersey number lower than 12.
Okay.
It could be a quarterback.
Quarterback or, I guess,
receiver with a low number. Wait, how's what's the
older
height?
than 25. They're older than 25
I'm guessing
and taller
he's
than
taller.
5'10". Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe, honestly, the number's lower than 12. Is there a tight end that wears like single digits? Because the height wasn't even like...
Not an older one, I don't think, unless someone changed. Like a Gerald Everett, that would be...
Yeah, Gerald Everett has...
That's AFC too. It's NFC.
It's AFC, yeah.
So...
NFC. Let's just go. We should just throw maybe a quarterback out there.
Baker Mayfield? Try Baker Mayfield?
Is he
I think he
6
fits
still?
everything.
He's 6.
Yeah,
he's
why
6.
not?
All right, cool. Baker Mayfield.
I don't have a better guess.
It is a quarterback.
Okay.
The number is higher than 6, but just slightly. So it's in the yellow range there.
So it's 7 or 8.
It's not NFC South. And they are taller than 6'1", but not by much. And they are old. They're not even close to 28 years old.
Geno Smith?
So. Okay, try it. That honestly might be it. Okay, nope. Not Geno Smith.
Dang it.
Close to number 7. Getting
So
close,
it's 8.
but older
So
than
it's 8,
33
okay.
years old. Older than 33.
Kirk
So it's
Cousins.
Not NFC West.
Yeah, it's got to be Kirk.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, he's the only 8 quarterback I can think of right now.
It is
True.
Kirk Cousins.
Okay, good.
4
Now
guesses.
It's Sheldon Rankins time.
4 guesses.
Dude,
All right.
if it is Sheldon Hankins, I would be amazed. Rankins, sorry.
Rankins.
Who's
This is hard
Hankins?
mode. As a reminder, it can be a defensive player on this. So we're going to go with Sheldon Rankins first. And it was Sheldon. No, I'm kidding. It is a defensive player. So good guess, Logan. It's defensive, but it's in the NFC. Their
Not
height is-
D-tackle?
No, it is not D-tackle.
Okay, good.
But they are shorter than 6'2", older than 29, and their number is way lower than 98.
So probably DB, unless it's like
Yes.
Poona Ford.
What about you want to guess Darius Slay?
Is NFC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Darius Slay.
Yeah, it's probably corner, yeah.
It is not
Or
a
like a
corner. And they are younger
safety?
than 33. Not NFC East.
I think it's
So
a
they're going to be
linebacker?
6'1". They're going to be 6'1".
6'1". It could
Aren't-
be.
Aren't linebackers usually taller, though?
Wait, so what divisions do we know?
It's not NFC East, and it's in the NFC.
Okay.
So that's what we have so far on that front. I mean, do we want to? What division do we go with? NFC South? Do we just
Wait,
try NFC
so
South?
the age is far off?
The age is between 29 and 33.
Oh, okay. How old's Aaron Donald? No, we know it's below.
No, we know
it's
it's,
below number.
Yeah.
I say because he's like 6. He's shorter.
What about?
And he's a
How old
D
is
tackle.
Harrison Smith?
Harrison. He's old.
He's
He's
old.
like 34,
Very old.
35. I
He's
think.
Okay.
34,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. What about Anthony Barr?
Anthony Barr or
That would be...
no? Eric Kendricks were 6, and he's an AFC. Sure, Anthony
Yeah.
Barr. Wait, where's
Anthony
Anthony Barr at now? What team is he on?
He's in the system, so I can
Isn't
guess
he?
him.
I'm pretty sure he's AFC.
Is he Cowboys?
I thought he was. Eric Kendricks is
Anthony
Chargers.
Barr.
Are they both on the Chargers?
I'm gonna guess Anthony Barr. We're
Okay,
gonna see what
you
it
can
is.
guess Anthony Barr.
Oh my gosh, it's not Anthony Barr, but it is a Minnesota player.
Oh, he is
He's
still
listed
Minnesota?
he's listed as Minnesota. I don't know if he's still there, but It is a linebacker in Minnesota 31. I think it's Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to
be. I think
if it's not, we might not know this.
Yeah. I don't know the
Jordan
other.
Hicks.
Okay.
4 guesses.
I do not know
I only
the other
know
Vikings.
Metellus, but he's like 22, so.
Metellus only 22?
He's a rookie. He was a rookie last year. So I'm guessing around 22, 23.
I didn't know that. But guys, that was clean. That was 4 guesses on easy and on hard.
Nice.
Both Minnesota, Kirk Cousins and Anthony Barr. No. Jordan Hicks. It's Jordan Hicks. Right, not Anthony Barr. Another good Weddle. We're pretty good at this, I guess.
Metellus was not a rookie. Why did I think he was a rookie?
He's like 28, right?
Was it last year's breakout season? I think last year's
No, this year is pretty much the breakout season.
Well, yeah,
but he played like everywhere this year.
Well, I mean, last year. We're past the season now, so. But yeah, he was 2020.
Yeah. Cool. He was 2020, so he's pretty young still, right?
Yeah, he's still young. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Nice. How about we move on to this is going to be our final chance. If you guys wanted to change your prediction for the Super Bowl.
No.
We're all going San Francisco?
We're all going Denver.
Okay, San Francisco it is. We are all officially locking in. We think the 49ers.
Should we make a specific score prediction?
Sure, let's do it.
I think it's Super Bowl. We got to do some more Super Bowl stuff. Let's go score predictions.
I want to go first. I'm going to go 49ers over Chiefs 31-20.
Super Bowl MVPs. Let's do Super Bowl MVPs now.
And this MVP is CMC.
CMC, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No, wait. Kittle.
Kittle, okay.
Kittle. I want to shake it up. 31-20,
feel like
49ers, Kittle.
CMC is the safest bet, but like, what if Debo goes ham?
Exactly. That's why I picked George Kittle.
He could.
Like,
Kittle,
he's like the energy guy.
I guess, but he's not gonna have. He's gonna have like 100 yards and like a touchdown max.
That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, but that'd be his max. But that continue Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. Yeah, give me CMC, but
I thought he was going.
Is he?
I don't know.
Give me.
It's taking a long time.
Joe, you always talk about the how the score predictions are boring. Yours was boring.
And that's why. No, it wasn't 31-20.
31-20.
Yeah, they're gonna put up.
Give me
31 is a bold prediction.
37-25.
Whoa. For last year's was 38-35, so
that might be like a scoregami.
Probably
37-25.
That is a weird score.
Hey, it's gonna happen. So
weird things happen. I'm gonna go. Wait, who'd you say for your? Did you say CMC for your?
I did.
Boring.
I'm gonna go.
Boring.
It's the one you said.
I'm gonna go. 28-17.
Logan, can I guess who your MVP is gonna be?
Yeah.
Javon Kinlaw.
I thought about it. I did think about it.
What a pull!
I think you got to think out. You got to think out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for Super Bowl MVP, probably going to Purdy if they win because it always does.
Yeah.
Mahomes should have 0 Super Bowl MVPs.
Should be Damian Williams.
Should have been Damian Williams.
Damian Williams went ham.
Wait, did he win both Super Bowl MVPs?
Yeah. I think so.
Nick Bolton deserved last year's. And then I think Nick Bosa is a lock for Super Bowl MVP.
Okay.
He is this. He was made for this.
Nice. I just want to say I played a Madden simulation Super Bowl where Dante Jackson on the Panthers won the Super Bowl MVP. So just want to put that out there.
Well, if in Madden, if you get an interception, you win Super Bowl MVP automatically. It's crazy.
How about we move on to my little segment here? Tyrod Taylor Player of the Week prediction. Predicting who the most underrated player in the Super Bowl is going to be on the winning team, and the guy that isn't going to be talked about. So this will only take a second, but my Tyrod Taylor Player of the Week prediction is on the 49ers, Mitch Wishnowsky, the punter, is going to be the most underrated player in the Super Bowl. Because punters don't get love, and I think
are you predicting
players.
Yeah, exactly. You're predicting like a punt, like down at the
like
one,
a
and
couple
then
inside
safety.
the 10, maybe. Some good field position starters. He's been there for a long time. He knows the schemes for the punt. He can scheme it up. So
scheme it up.
He's a system punter. Punter.
Just like his quarterback. System quarterback.
Let's go on to Graham. You want to do your fun segment this week?
Yeah, we can do the fun segment. we're trying to put it earlier so you guys can have more fun throughout the podcast. So this week, our segment is I kind of forgot. Joe, what is it?
It's so we talked about how the price of Super Bowl tickets are so high. Yeah.
Since the price, first of all, I'm just gonna give you like some numbers here.
I looked today.
Some tickets and there's like the special VIP booth thing that's like behind one of the end zones, and for a front row ticket to that, it's $1 million per person.
That's not bad.
So to justify that, we came up with some either activities or like bonuses to the tickets that would make it worth it. So who wants to kick us off?
I've got it.
All right, Logan.
So have you guys, this one I based on the past.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen that clip of like, they used to have golf tournaments, and like right at the tournament ends, like everyone would try to get the ball and like stick their hand.
Yeah.
They should be able to do that.
Just storm the field.
Storm the field, try to get the ball. And it can be a whole different event. Like, you can give the profiles of everyone, and it could be a whole new betting thing, you know? What rich person's going to end up with the ball? You give them pads. Put them in pads, you know? It's another game right there.
No, you have to pay more for pads.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea.
Way more.
You get injured if you don't pay more, pretty much.
Yeah, but and then they can
There's
sell
also
that ball.
Rules.
The tickets are free if you want to bet on yourself, because if that ball will sell for the amount of tickets.
Yeah. So
the
are
tickets
you in
are
debt
free.
If you don't get it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay.
I mean, there's two schools of thought here. You're either rich enough to like
so
get the seats, or you take out a loan. You get the
there's the really poor people that like sold their house,
and then you try to get the ball. You get the ball, sell it, you make money back. So it's an investment, really.
Cool. Yeah. Hey, bet on yourself. That's what they always say.
What if it's like Donald Trump in like a mecha suit, like he's just in a
oh yeah,
and it's like the super poor family that has the ball. He's like, I got it,
punch it out.
The turret just.
Oh man, rich people are the worst. Anyways, hey, grow the middle class. That's what I always say.
Shut up.
My first one is I think. This is in regards to one person. So obviously the $2.5 million number for the big old box suite came out. I think to pay that, you should be able to, for the team that is losing at the end of the game, no matter the situation, no matter the score, no matter the field position, you should be able to make the final play call. So it could be like 4th and 1 second left, and you're like, QB kneel. QB kneel. Like,
dude, that's a game changer.
Yeah, it is. You have to draw it up on the spot. Like, it can't be a predetermined play. Like, unless like QB knee or like a Hail Mary. Like, you have to draw it up on the spot. But yeah, that's it. So, Graham, you got it.
It's pretty good. All right. So, for this first one, I kind of took an idea I used last week. So for this one, I really want to like make it meaningful for also the players' families. So give me a live camera feed where you can see the families of the players that couldn't afford to make it to the Super Bowl, to this big game. And you can also like send them messages and like little emojis, like a crying face or like womp womp, you're too poor to be here. And so the camera also goes both ways so that they can see how much fun you're having.
Getting really dystopian here.
Yeah.
That's like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can like upload pictures of you with their like sons and stuff like, yeah, this is awesome.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks.
Hey, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, that would really improve our society.
Yeah,
we need more of that.
We really do.
We do. We really do. Logan, you got it.
Mine's very similar to Joe's. I actually had Joe's idea pretty much exactly, calling a play, but I changed it up a little bit because I was like, it was gonna be like you can call a play anytime. I was like, that play's just not going to be successful, you know, if they're drawing it up. So I was like, you know what?
If I drew it up, it would be successful.
Instead, there's like 10 tickets out there that these people are paying for. You can call a play back of your choice. Play happens, you don't like it.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't count.
Touchdown. You've been waiting all year for 49ers. You're a diehard fan. Yeah. Like, you've been a fan since you were 5. They were terrible a couple years ago. Finally, Super Bowl on revenge. Game-winning touchdown. Moss. Some dude's like, nah. It's like Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's like, take it back.
Paul Rudd.
What if you could call it back?
He's a Chiefs fan. He's like,
yeah, he's
take
a
it
Chiefs
back.
fan.
Oh, okay.
What if you could call it back and then change the play, so they couldn't just run back the same play?
No.
So you're like, yeah,
It was
Neil.
like 4th and 1.
No, it was
Come
a
on.
huge Hail Mary, and you're like, slants.
Yes. But I think it could just be a really good idea,
I agree.
And especially since there's 10 of them, that's a lot of plays called back.
Yeah, that is
It's
a lot of
Oh,
plays.
10!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were like, they had to decide on which one. 10 plays as well.
And it's random, so the 49ers or Chiefs could have all 10.
They could have
you know?
more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You'd have like 9 of them, and just they keep getting touchdowns at the end of the game. You keep calling them back. 9 consecutive plays being called
It's
back.
like 3-0 at the end of the game.
You make Harrison Butker kick 9 game-winning field goals. He's gonna miss one.
My next one is for the price of $3 million, so basically like a rookie contract for 1 year. You should be able to play 1 snap at defensive tackle on a play of your choosing.
Do you want to do that?
So,
Do you want to play defensive
yeah,
tackle?
I think it'll be a blast.
What, you're
watch
getting
It
me,
will
watch
be a
me-
blast. You will
Watch
get
me
blasted
shoot
by-
through the gap. Watch me shoot through the gap. Isaiah Pacheco down in the backfield. He's concussed, and I'm like, "Sorry, guys, I just won the game for you." And then they signed me to a 3-year deal after that. And that's
So are
my
you
NFL
are you a
career.
12th man, or are you replacing someone?
I'm replacing someone.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a snap, and then
You're
they signed me to
replacing
a future
Javon
deal.
Kinlaw. Yeah.
No, I'm replacing Javon Hargrave. They have 2 Javons. I just realized that they have
Yeah.
2 Javon starting defensive tackles.
Mhm.
Wow, that's wild. Anyways, Graham.
All right. My last one. This one really speaks to the heart.
Sure.
You get to, if you pay let's say no, I like your idea, Logan, of the random drawing of these tickets. There will be a random drawing for someone who gets to control the player MVP's victory speech after the game. So I just want to imagine Brock Purdy walks up all excited, yeah, we won! Looks at the script in horror as he realizes he has to deliver a speech named My Thoughts on Modern Slavery, riddled with horrendous takes and terrible grammar.
Oh no!
Just imagine how his face would drop, man. That would be awesome.
Oh,
and this also
God.
gives the losing team something to look forward to,
Oh,
completely embarrass the MVP.
Oh, we
Completely.
lost. Who's the real loser now? Their career's over because you can't
Yeah.
announce this to the public.
True.
You can't
Mhm.
announce that this is happening to the public.
Oh man.
This
It's
always
just
gets and everyone's really weirded out. Why is the Super Bowl MVP always say
It's
just
super
the
political.
worst thing?
What?
Just says the worst things ever.
and just such an innocent
Against-
player like
yeah.
Brock Purdy, man. Just
He's
imagine
disbarred
no.
from the league.
just barred. Oh man, that was pretty good. Good segment. I guess we can go ahead and move on to questions of the week. I got 2 good ones for you guys.
All right.
The first one, this is basically Cliff Kingsbury's simulator.
Oh.
As you know, he was offered
Just
the
what I
Las
wanted to
Vegas. He was offered the Las Vegas and Washington offensive coordinator jobs, and took the Washington one. So my question is, you're Cliff Kingsbury. You have a mansion. Would you rather coach in Washington or Las Vegas, and why?
Washington, right? It has to be the answer.
They're both
okay.
bad teams, and one's worse.
But one you're getting a brand new quarterback.
That's
and
true.
One you're getting Aiden O'Connell.
You
And
don't know that. They could draft.
maybe
quarterbacks.
not.
They could definitely.
Yeah, they could draft
quarterbacks.
JJ McCarthy. Yeah, Drake May or JJ McCarthy. Joe, who are you choosing?
I'm choosing the ownership that's way better so far.
But we don't know. The new ownership for the
I'm
Commanders,
choosing
I
the
think, is
ownership that
good.
didn't drive away Ben Johnson. That's what I'm choosing. And I'm also choosing Las Vegas.
Are we
over
going to claim that the Raiders ownership is great
No, that's
right now?
We can't yet.
I don't know.
Honestly, if I was
I
Cliff
just-
Kingsbury, I would go back to Thailand because that sounds like a
Hey,
peaceful life.
yeah, better than those.
That was
two
so
teams, I'll
sad,
tell you
man. That was so sad when he bought the one-way ticket to Thailand.
I thought he was doing it again when he withdrew his name from the Raiders offensive coordinator job. I thought he was
It's
doing
doing
it.
it
I was
good.
like,
I,
no way.
I respect. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Just like, hey
Yeah.
guys. I imagine him telling, it's like, you guys fired me. Okay, I'm one-way ticket to Thailand.
Imagine him going
he's-
online and buying that in his
yeah.
office right after.
He's telling Cardinals ownership. He's like, Hey, he like turns the computer at him. I'm going
Nah,
away
he
for a
probably-
little bit.
He probably had that ticket for like years and years. He's
I
like,
was just
"It's
waiting
finally
to
my
use
time."
He had like a break glass, and he's like,
in case of emergency.
it's a one-way ticket to Thailand.
So basically, it's Thailand, just the coaching job you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The Thailand University, Thailand.
Him and
the
Dwight Howard
Thailand
will-
Terrapins.
Thailand Terrapins. All right, cool. And then my next question. This is a heater. I know I say that a lot. This one has been highly debated recently. And I'm really sorry if this causes us to break up in any way, like podcast wise, because I do expect like a very heated debate. Do you think that Marquise Brown is a top 31 wide receiver in the
In fantasy?
Yeah, this has been a real hot. I've seen this
real
everywhere.
life.
I've seen
Real life.
every single analyst
Is he a
make a
top
take on this.
31 wide receiver in the National Football
31.
League?
Okay,
No,
he has to. Oh,
That's
Right?
tough. That
No,
is
right?
tough.
am I allowed to look up stats?
he's
No.
not.
I'm looking
No.
at
Stats.
Yeah,
Come on.
He's a wide
You don't get
receiver
big
one.
moves.
His stats are going to be better than maybe a wide receiver two, but that
I know,
doesn't mean
but
they're not a better
I'm just
player.
kind of not getting a. What did he do this year?
Let's think
He
about
was hurt
all
this year.
the great wide receiver twos for a
Marquise
second.
Brown?
Nico
He wasn't
Collins
hurt all
was
year.
good. Well, he was hurt for a decent amount of the year, wasn't
He
Uh,
had some decent.
He
He
had
did
some
not
all
have-
right games. He's not. He only had a great game when Kyler was back and like at the beginning of the
He had-
season.
Yeah, he had 6 for 88 and 7 for 96. I
That's
can't
not good.
say.
Gosh.
That's
Is
not
he the
good.
best receiver on his team? I think that's a better question. Is Michael
I don't
Wilson?
think.
Would you
I
rather
don't
have
think he's
him or
top
Michael
31.
Wilson?
Michael
I would
Wilson.
rather have him.
No, I would rather have Marquise Brown. Yeah, no, Marquise Brown. I like
I
Michael
think
Wilson.
I think there's a real chance if they get Marvin Harrison Jr., he'll be the wide receiver 3 on that team next year.
I don't think he's a free agent though, right?
He is. I don't
think
know.
he is. I'm pretty sure he is.
You know,
I do not think he's a top 31 receiver.
I don't
Oh,
either.
I don't think. I think he has. I think he's closer to 50 than 31, probably.
Oh, that is okay. There are a lot of good wide receiver too.
There's a
I could
lot of
definitely
good
see
wide
There's
that.
not a lot that are way better than him. No.
There's a few wide receiver 3s I would take, and
But you
again,
gotta think
I
there's
think
some
I
teams
would
that
take.
don't have a wide receiver better.
Yeah,
Like-
wide receiver one. You just
Not
got to
many.
think like, is
Not many.
current
Wait,
D
what's-
Hop better than him? Is current Drake
Yeah,
London
current
better
D-Hop.
than him?
Yes.
Current D-Hop at 1,000 yards
Yeah.
Oh, Drake London.
Drake London.
with a better quarterback,
tough.
with a better coach.
Yeah,
he's better than
okay.
Marquise
yeah,
Brown.
Yeah, that's fair. With a better coach, better quarterback.
And as the
Better.
talent, yeah, he's so much.
So is he
better.
the worst wide receiver one in the league?
See, that's
No.
what I'm trying to think about right now.
No.
Who's
Chiefs-
worse
Who's
than
worse?
There's Chiefs. There's
Rasheed
Brady.
Rice is better than
Marquise Brown.
Yeah, Rasheed Rice.
Oh yeah,
is way
sorry,
better.
Rasheed Rice. I'm stupid. I was thinking MVS. Yeah, Rasheed Rice.
Oh,
Yeah,
But like
There's
Patriots.
a team. I think
Patriots,
Adam
yeah.
Thielen's as close as you'll get. I might take Demario Douglas over Marquise Brown.
I would not. I would
No,
not.
I would.
I
not.
might, are we factoring in age? I guess we aren't. If we're talking
No.
about for the future, I'm 100% taking Demario Douglas.
But
And
then you
it's a
can't take
debate.
Adam Thielen.
What?
I don't know. I
but
don't
might-
think he's not the worst wide receiver one in the league. I don't think.
probably not, but he's
Yeah,
second worst.
Yeah.
No. I
Demario
wouldn't even say
Douglas and him are basically the
Mhm.
two.
Yeah. Who else?
that. It's so brutal. man.
Maybe Devontae. Who
Um,
is Demario Douglas the wide receiver over there? Maybe not on depth chart, but is he the best receiver in New England right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's the best one. I'd say.
What
It's
would
either
you take
him or
Wandale
Juju, man.
Robinson or Marquise Brown?
Oh, I didn't think about the Giants.
Oh,
Too.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
the
about the Giants.
Giants.
Definitely
I would
Marquise
take
Brown.
Marquise Brown.
It's
I
not
love
close.
Wandale Robinson.
I
think
like
he could
one,
break
but
out.
probably
Now,
Marquise
if it
Brown.
was
Okay, I
if
didn't
it was
think about
Darius
Wan-
Slayton, then
Wandale
Marquise
could break
Brown.
I love
out,
Jalen.
but
I
right
love
now it's
Jalen Hyatt.
Marquise.
I love Jalen Hyatt, but
I don't love Jalen Hyatt that much.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's like
Just
a.
saying.
I don't know. He's pretty.
he's
bad.
he could be a good deep threat.
He's literally
yeah.
MVS.
Cool.
So he's a bottom 4 wide receiver one.
Yeah. And he's under some wide receiver too, so I would say
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
under
outside.
and he's under some wide receiver 3s. He's under
I don't
JSN.
He's under just Jason.
Tyler Boyd.
Don't say Tyler Boyd.
No, he's
man.
not.
He's
Tyler
under
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd.
I'd rather
No,
Marquise
he's
Brown.
not.
Yeah,
He's
I'd
like
rather Marquise Brown. right
way
I
over
think
Tyler
pretty
Boyd.
easily. I know there's another one.
Who?
Probably.
No,
I'm thinking,
There's
Joe.
not.
Let me think. There's got to be another one. Hold on.
Chris Moore.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Um, I could. Oh, Josh Downs or Alec Pierce.
Josh Downs or Alec Pierce. It's close.
No,
It's Alec Pierce.
Josh, I would rather have Josh Downs, but I would not rather have Alec Pierce.
Yeah, I
Well,
would
yeah,
rather.
obviously
so,
that's
yeah.
because Alec Pierce is the 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I
No.
think
Michael Gallup.
Dontavian
Yeah,
Wicks.
not there.
Dontavian Wicks. or Marquise Brown.
Fucking, we aren't taking.
Yo, yeah, give me
now.
Dontavion Wicks, man.
That's close.
Give me Marquise Brown. I would take Marquise Brown.
They might. Hey, that team might have 4 receivers that are better than Marquise Brown, but also
no,
they're not better than wide receiver 2s. So
yeah,
give me Marquise Brown.
But they're all so solid.
I think he's a little bit better than we're giving credit for. He's just been injured the last couple, and he had to play with Kyler Murray for a large part of.
He hasn't had 100 yards in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Clayton Tune was also playing a little bit of quarterback for the.
True, but even with Kyler, Michael Wilson, I think, was better. Let me check this. I keep saying this.
Michael Wilson had a good rookie year.
Michael Wilson some good parts. I don't know if he was better overall because I had him on one of my fantasy teams for a minute.
Okay, well that's your fault. Perfect Michael Wilson on your team.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it was like a 32 team. Right?
He didn't miss 2 games. He put up 2 goose eggs, but I mean, they're comparable. That's the thing. They're comparable.
Yeah, they're comparable.
And he's a lot younger.
Yeah.
But we have been talking too long, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Michael Wilson versus Marquise Brown.
I told you guys.
Yeah.
I told you.
This is too controversial.
But yeah, he's closer to 50 than 31. I still stand by
He's not closer to 50. Now that we've explored it,
you know
he's
what?
like 35.
Next week, come back with your top 50 wide receivers.
My top. Oh, okay.
And
I'll come
we
back
will
with
have
my top 50.
Oh, I'm serious.
A lot of film
We'll
studies
have
got to
this
go
discussion.
on. Next, we can do our little Senior Bowl overview. I'm guessing I have a lot of content here, and Logan doesn't have as much as me, just because I kind of did.
I watched more than you too.
You did. You definitely did, because I couldn't watch the actual game, but I did watch the highlights. So, Logan, you want to go first with your stuff?
Yeah, I just wrote down a few guys that weren't on my radar before.
Yeah.
Of course, there was a lot of good guys, but there's a lot of guys that I knew. You know, like Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah.
Real ones knew.
Yeah.
For
like
my
Devontae
biggest,
Sweat,
my biggest out of nowhere guy was Jarvis Brownlee.
Absolutely.
Is it junior
man.
or the third?
Yeah, it's junior.
It's junior. Louisville. He was second best corner there, and he was not supposed to be the second best corner there, but he just
was really great. I mean,
won many reps.
His route recognition is kind of ridiculous.
If you win
and
like
he had a pick
40% of your reps on one-on-ones as a corner, that's good. And he was probably winning 60 or 70.
Yeah, I think he definitely won more.
I think he won more than he lost, which is insanely impressive as a corner.
For one-on-ones with really good receivers.
I mean, that's wild. And then my second guy, also a DB, Evan Williams out of Oregon, just seems like he plays really hard. I don't know. I haven't watched him too much. Yeah, again, I didn't really have him on my radar, but he seems like he's a winner just from watching him. I don't know how to describe it.
Yep.
And he seems like an athlete.
He had a really good pick in the game. Really good.
Oh, yeah, and he had a really good interception. Oh, in the game he did? Yeah, in the game he did. He didn't drop one, but it hit the ground, but in practice. And then Braden Fisk, I know you have him.
Yep.
Again, these are the kind of two. He's a high motor. He's white, okay. But it's true. He plays really hard.
Taven Bryan.
He's a fun player. I think he wants it too much to not be successful. He's so strong. He's so strong. And then Jaquan Jackson, Tulane.
That
could
boy
be good.
Is nice. He passed
could
the
be
eye
good.
test.
He passed the eye test. He ran himself into coverage a few times, but overall,
man,
good player. Good player. And then I've got 3 more. But I was Dylan Lobby. Lobby?
I think it's. I want to say, is that Lob or Lobby?
I texted Joe. I said he's the next J.D. McKissick. Great receiving back. He's a wonderful receiver. You can move him out. You can throw him in the slot some snaps if you want. Get him the ball in space. He'll make. Because I looked up his stats when I first heard of him, and it's 600 yards and 4.5 yards a carry, and at New Hampshire. And I'm like, how's this guy? And then he has 700 receiving yards, and he's an amazing receiver out of the backfield.
295 receiving yards in one game.
Yeah, and lost. But man, it was 10 catches, 295. It was absurd.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 offensive linemen that weren't on my radar at all. Christian Jones, tackle out of Texas.
Yep.
Great player. Had a great week. I didn't put any Mizzou players on mine because I feel like I was biased, but they all had great weeks.
Yeah,
they all had great weeks.
Schrader, Robinson, and Foster.
And Abrams Drain had a good. I mean, you can only judge running backs. Yeah. You can only judge running backs so much at the Senior Bowl because there's actually no tackling involved normally besides the game.
Yeah.
So you can only judge running backs so much, but he made some good plays.
Drain really held his own in coverage too,
and he was fast. He looks fast out there.
I think they were all really good
And then
cool.
Last guy I have is tackle out of Washington, not the one that everyone's been talking about, the Fatanu. The other side, which Fatanu's wasn't at the Senior Bowl, right?
I think he
don't
was.
think so.
No,
he wasn't. Fatanu wasn't. Roger Rosengarten. Was it great? You have him?
You already know, man.
He was amazing. And
awesome.
I didn't know his name. I did not know his name.
Didn't
but
either.
yeah, that was the best
He was
offensive line in the country. He was part of it, and it looked like he was a part of it for the reason.
I did not think you would read my mind like that.
Yeah, he was amazing. And that's just the list I kind of came up with off the top of my head right now.
Yep.
But there was a lot of other guys. Of course, like Roman Wilson, but that one.
Yeah.
With
my list, I left out the obvious guys. I left out the ones like Roman Wilson, Tavondre Sweat, Quinion Mitchell. Like, we knew those guys were going to be good. Like, they just cemented themselves.
Yeah.
But
Tyler Guyton. I was a big Tyler Guyton fan, and I still am after this week. He had a few losses, but
he did have a couple losses. I wrote down a ton
he
of
has
guys.
tools. He has tools, and that's what you need.
I'm going to run through the list and then give you my top couple. So I wrote down some for a lot of the positions. So wide receiver wise, guys that jumped onto my radar. Javon Baker out of UCF, Jaquan Jackson, Tulane, Jamari Thrash, Louisville, and then corner, we have Jason Brownlee out of Louisville, like we said, Shaw Smith-Wade.
Good one.
I want to say Washington State.
Yeah.
Phenomenal week. Absolutely phenomenal week.
Is he a safety or a corner? Or does he play corner?
I believe. And then Cam Hart out of Notre Dame. Another good week. Up and down, but solid.
He had a few grabby moments, but he played good.
And then someone I'm not seeing at all. I know we didn't have a ton of tight end coverage, but Jaheim Bell, tight end out of Florida State.
He's just
really
wildly
his athleticism
undersized.
through contact, great catch in the actual game, and then his route running, like super strong press tight end. He looked really good to me.
Yeah,
he
just won't be
fighting
able
off
to.
guys in coverage.
He will not be able to block at the NFL.
That's okay.
But
hey,
it's all right because
who
he could be a
cares?
weapon receiving.
And then I wrote down some offensive linemen here. We got Javon Foster out of Missouri, Isaiah Adams, Illinois, Roger Rosegarden, like you said, Washington. And then defensive lineman-wise, Braden Fisk, Florida State. Marshawn Nealand, Western Michigan. I'll talk about him. McKinley Johnson, Texas A&M, and Gabe Hall out of Baylor. So my top couple. Jaquan Jackson.
No Darius Robinson for you?
He was one of the ones that I was like,
was too obvious.
I
was expecting him to have a good week too, but
he could be a first-round pick now.
He won't be. He'll be a second or third.
Probably. Jaquan Jackson, one of my favorite players to watch this week. An absolute route demon. Even had a catch in the actual game, but winning a lot of good reps. Wow, all week.
Reps.
Shut up. Really impressed by his route running, and he had a couple drops, but I think he really made up for it.
Everyone has a couple drops at these things, but
Jamari Thrash, phenomenal week. Great hands, phenomenal routes, can stop on a dime out of Louisville. Keep his name in your mind. And then you already talked about Jason Brownlee. Talk about him again. Chaw Smith-Wade out of Washington State. Jarvis. Sorry, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. And then I got Chaw Smith-Wade out of Washington State. Had 2 picks in the actual game itself, and then had a really good week of practice. Flashed the recovery speed. Had some really good reps in coverage. So watch out for him in like early day 3, late day 2. Javon Foster out of Missouri, really impressed by him. Really, really great week from what I saw, even especially in the game. You already talked about Rose Garden. Isaiah Adams out of Illinois, offensive lineman, someone I was really impressed by. Marshawn Nealand, I got to talk about him. Western Michigan, defensive end. This dude, his motor is ridiculous. His speed is ridiculous. His win rate is ridiculous. He just has no quit, and he's a really hustle guy. Marshawn Nealand out of Western Michigan. He is a name I would be watching. And then that is pretty much it for my highlights. And then I wrote a couple of stock down players, guys that really had honestly bad weeks. Kalen King, man.
Oh.
Penn State corner.
What happened? He was supposed to be better than Joey Porter going into the year, and then fell off and then fell off more.
He lost pretty much every rep I saw on the one-on-ones.
He just has no speed, it looks like.
And cannot stay with the routes, man. I mean, really, really tough week. I think got routed up by Jacob Cohen once or twice. He's pretty small, so that was pretty
5'7". That's also a big loser. Him and Xavier Leggett, just because he was listed at 5'11", Cohen was, and
just like size-wise?
Yeah, and Xavier Leggett was listed at 6'3", and Leggett ended up being 6'1", and Cohen ended up being like 5'7", 5'8". So they both, they're probably the 2 biggest losers in the measurement category, I would say.
And then another stock down is Joe Milton, one of Logan's favorites.
I don't like to judge quarterbacks based on like Senior Bowl, but you can.
He had such a bad Senior Bowl, man.
The game and the practices.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think he played well at all. And then another quarterback, Sam Hardman. I don't think he played as bad as Joe Milton did.
I don't think
he did have a couple ARF target throws. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah, he had some decent.
But I honestly thought it would be better. So a little bit of stock down there. And then obviously Devontae Walker, wide receiver out of North Carolina, could not catch the deep ball, could not get his hands.
I didn't really like him coming in. I didn't think he was ever a first-round talent. You know?
Yeah, early in the week he was playing well, and then he just struggled to separate and make a lot of tough catches. And also, he is Cam Hart's son after that one rep. But yeah, Devontae Walker, Carolina receiver, didn't have a good week. So that is all we got for Senior Bowl. We can move on to I made something up for you guys. This segment is called Hall of Fame or Hall of Lame.
Oh no.
Kind of similar to what I did last week. I'm going to read off the stats of a either current or past player. I want you to tell me if they'll be in the Hall of Fame or not.
So just to clarify, if they're not in the Hall of Fame, even though they were a great player, they're just terrible.
They're in the Hall of Lame.
Yeah, they're either awful or Hall of Famer. There's only.
Mm-hmm. So are you still honoring it?
Are you giving us accolades too, or just stats?
Just Hall of Fame or not? Oh wait, just
like
stats.
no Pro Bowls or All Pros or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, because like a lot of these guys are gonna have a lot of Pro Bowls and All Pros. So
yeah.
This player is currently playing.
Okay.
It's a receiver.
Yeah.
810 receptions in their career. 9,995 yards. 67 touchdowns.
Oh,
I believe they're 30. I think they're 30.
No. No. Absolutely not. Unless
almost 10,000 yards.
I mean, unless they're going,
touchdowns.
unless they're.
That's
here's the thing. They could still be going
low, and
they could still be going very. It's just so hard to say, but I'm going to say those stats definitely won't be good. I'm going to go as if they're retiring right now. They're slowing down, but again, this guy could be not slowing down.
What's the name? I'm going to say no. What's the name?
I'm going to say no.
The player is Stephon Diggs.
Dang.
I don't know.
He's not?
I don't know if he's going to make it.
He's not going to retire, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. Right now, he's not a Hall of Famer.
No?
I think he still has work to do. Yeah.
Those stats are not that good.
No.
Yeah, he's had some injuries, right? And he wasn't productive for the first few years of his career.
He was pretty down depth start. The funniest thing to me is that he's 5 yards away from 10,000. Like that's kind of random, but
yeah.
I think if he wins a ring or if he has another ridiculous year, maybe that puts him over the top.
Yeah, he's like one All-Pro season away.
Yeah, he's
or a few good seasons away.
Yeah.
Will he have that though?
So I don't know. That's the thing.
He's
saying Hall of Lame. He's a horrible player.
Yep.
And should retire.
Hall of Lame. I will be making the bust, his face statue for the Hall of Lame. Is
it like really ugly? Like.
Yeah, it's terrible that I'm making it. So.
Hey, he's a good-looking guy. It'll be hard to make him ugly.
Yeah. Welcome to the Hall of Lame, Stephon Diggs. And we can move on to one of our last segments. Something else I made.
Oh, that was the first. That was the only one.
That was the first. This game is called True or False. I'm gonna give you guys some hot takes, and you guys are gonna tell me if they are true or false.
Okay.
This is standing on business, guys. So.
All right.
First one. Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Burrow said top 1. I would have said true.
Okay, let's talk about that. But
Joe Burrow is better than Justin Herbert.
True.
100%.
Wow.
I think this year maybe not, but I think Burrow's better right now.
Wow, I didn't expect.
I think if Burrow didn't get injured, I don't think he'd be in MVP conversations, but there'd be some people arguing.
Yeah.
Just because he started really bad, but.
And then Mike Tomlin is a good head coach right now.
Good. Yeah, he's good.
I'm saying true.
Right now, just right now.
Yep,
I think he's good. I don't think he's
good is not
great.
I mean, he made the playoffs.
Good.
Like
he makes the playoffs, but I mean, he's not. He'll be gone.
Last one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the name and you're gonna immediately say no, but I want you to realize the role the role I'm assuming he'll have.
Okay.
When I say starter, I mean like Jimmy Garoppolo type starter.
Okay.
Totally bridge quarterback. Mason Rudolph will be a starter next year.
No. Because he'll still be on the Steelers, I think. I think they're definitely going to resign him, and I don't think... I mean, he'll start some games next year, but I think they'll definitely try to go into the year with Pickett, because he's young, first-round pick.
Could he be the competition, though?
I don't think he should be.
He has to be. Who else is it going to be?
I think they should bring someone in. I don't know.
Like
Jameis Winston, maybe? I don't know.
Jameis Winston does seem like a steal.
Michael Pratt.
And then for our second to last segment, Keaton Mitchell update. I want honest opinions. I know we talk about him like he's the best player in the league a lot. Yes. Really, do you think he will be the Ravens running back 1 next year? J.K. Dobbins is a free agent.
2 for sure.
He'll be the 2, yeah. They don't do they ever have a running back 1?
If J.K. Dobbins doesn't resign, he's the 1. He should absolutely be the 1.
Oh, yeah.
If he's not, he's going to be the 2. And I'm fine with that.
But he won't start. Will he be ready? Is he supposed to be ready for the start of next season?
I would assume not the very beginning.
Yeah, I thought he was going to miss.
He's a very young
player. I
think
by the end of next season he'll be the RB1. It's kind of going to be a like James Cook situation where they split it, and then by the end they realize, hey, this guy's
what if
special.
What if he's horrible after the injury?
Don't even say that, man.
What if he's
I'll quit watching football.
I will also quit watching football.
And we made this
we will become a baseball podcast.
No, it'll take a lot podcast. For that to happen.
Cricket.
Oh, cricket. No, we'll delve into the worst sport, hockey.
I like
hockey's a cool concept. I just can't get into it.
No, I can't lie. Baseball's worse than hockey. I hate baseball.
Baseball's all right.
Go Royals,
Nah, it
though.
sucks.
Go Cardinals.
We can move into our... Oh, drop my pen.
Ooh.
We can move into our last segment. Due to popular demand, we are going to be discussing a real-life news story that I myself plucked off of the sickening online sphere.
All right, hit us.
I believe this is, I want to say, should I cite my source?
Yeah, cite your source, man.
Gosh dang it, I'm going to have to look it up.
Oh, goodness. Look it up. He didn't even have his source.
Oh,
that's see this. Pro tip for people. Shoot. If you ever found something and you don't want to go through all the trouble of citing the real source, just credit it to someone else. Just be like, yeah, I heard my uncle say this. I heard my uncle say this one time.
I thought it
could be true.
Yeah, I thought about this.
Okay. This is a story from. It says fox2now.com.
Fox News.
So we got second stringers of Fox News.
And the headline is, accused purse thieves face new charges for similar crime. Here was my synopsis. Here's my synopsis of the story.
Okay.
Knocked over my microphone. Purse thieves in St. Louis take around $10,000 in merchandise and run.
$10K
in one purse?
No, it was merchandise, but it was purses. It was
okay.
In one purse.
They're not.
In one purse, a purse with a bunch of money in it.
You thought they were running around with a purse full of coins falling out of it.
Gold coins.
An Apple Vision Pro in their purse.
Hey, that'll do it, man.
Yeah.
They had 2 of them.
$4,000.
They're only $4,000.
Yeah.
Well, with taxes, they're probably
you say way more than that. It's real life future stuff. Anyways, oof. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, they took $10,000 worth of merchandise from this purse store, and the police interviewed them after they were caught and everything. But it was basically a hit and run in purse store terms.
Do most robbers stick around after they steal?
I do.
I would.
Hey, I own up.
I'm
too. I made a mistake, man.
It was me. Sources say the pro comp is Kenny Galladay because they took some money and ran with it. You see what I did there? What would you guys do if this was your store? Personally, I wouldn't let that slide.
You think he just was open? Yeah, I'll let it slide.
Was it
open? I think it was open.
Was it armed robbery? Or did they get in and ran? They ran.
That's what happens now. They just they just walk into a store and run.
What do you do though in that? What do you do?
You stand there and film it.
Yeah.
But what if you can't get your phone out fast enough? What if they're just out of there?
Well, you probably have security cameras, right?
Security cameras.
Yeah.
What if they're wearing masks the whole time? I don't know.
Insurance money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
But have you seen the video of where the Best Buy gets they take the phones and then there's
and
QB
the guards
Oh yeah, those are
He
so
breaks
funny.
down.
Like a Division I linebacker
Also-
playing security guard for Best Buy.
The funny thing about those is like when they're ripping them off the chargers. Like, what do you think's happening to the charging port? Like, oh, I just tore this off a locked device. Like, do you think this phone is still functioning?
Guys, we should go steal something from a Best Buy.
Yeah,
I think
just to
that's what we've
see.
learned here.
Just to see.
Just to see what.
So
The
we can make the
charging
real
port
news about us
survives?
for 1 week.
We should
What's that
vlog
movie?
it.
What's that movie? It's like, who's in that movie? I honestly don't know.
Guys,
Where they
go
like
check-
he has to
check
go
out
like
the-
break into. He breaks into like prisons to see how secure they are. That could be us with Best Buys. Like Best Buy hires us to go see how their security team is.
Guys,
we don't
be
tell
watching the
them that.
TikTok for the Best Buy thievery vlog.
Yeah.
We'll be putting it out soon. We should wear like the black masks, like the striped, like black and white striped.
No, we should
Big
put our
money
logos
bag.
on everything we have.
And, like sign everything we take and throw it behind us as we run away. Yeah, probably not though.
Probably
Probably
not.
not. No. That's illegal.
That seems like a bad idea.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
We don't condone that. So.
Yeah, we're young and we got this going on. Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, we're gonna take off. So
Yeah.
to our I believe it's now 10,000 viewers we have per week. We are podcast by committee. Thank you for listening. You guys are our committee, and unless we have anything else, this is the end to one of our shortest episodes ever. It was a good one though, and Logan Graham, you guys have anything to add before we head out?
No.
I don't.
Nothing? Wow, that was
Do
so
not.
insightful.
Have a good Super Bowl, everybody.
Have a good
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl week. And if Logan and I are dead by the time we come back, Graham did it. So thanks for mentioning that at the beginning.
Throwback.
Throwback. Oh, call back. Pitbulls. But thank you for watching. We look forward to watching Usher and no one else in the Super Bowl. So
Yep.
we are Podcast by Committee. You guys are our committee. Have a great week. We love you. Peace out.